Breaking news from Front Page Films.
Let us praise Him. Praise Him, praise Him. Let us praise Him. Let us praise Him.
You are mine, I am yours. You are always there when I call. The sweetest and the closest friend to me. Every day, every night, Lord, you become my all in all. Your faithfulness and blessings, Lord, I see. My Lord, you're good to me. Forever you will never fail me. When I am weak, you make me strong. When I'm down, you lift me up. When I am dry, you fill my cup. Lord, you are the only one that I can call. You pick me up from the miry clay and set my feet on the rock to stay. My Lord, you are mine, you are mine, yeah. You are mine, I am yours. You are always there when I call. The sweetest and the closest friend to me. Every day, every night, Lord, you become my all in all. Your faithfulness and blessings, Lord, I see.
When I think about the love you've shown to me, I just can't imagine how I feel. And thank you, Lord, for your mercy and your blessings that I see. You are more than this one to me, my Lord. Your love and grace has set me free. What no man can do for me, my Lord, you did. I will always praise you, Lord. I will always...
She lives in New York. So that's they have achieved a lot, and I want to share some thoughts on how we could help them move this organization or association forward. Because when you look at the lives of widows, most of them I saw are widows. And for our communities, I'm not saying those of them that have migrated to come here, but in Africa, when you say a widow, you are the face of poverty. They struggle, they have challenges that needs to be addressed. Otherwise, their young ones will not have the kind of life they are supposed to live. They will not live a life of fulfillment. They will not live their lives in dignity. So this, I believe, is the motivation for these women to create this organization, and I must say, I'm very proud of you. So I am not doing you a favor by coming here. In fact, I am doing myself a favor. I really am doing myself a favor. I would have been so remiss if I didn't make it here. But when I got the invitation, the first time I said, for as long as I am within the jurisdiction of America, I will come to Maryland. And I thank God that He brought me here safely. And I saw all these beautiful women and all these laudable ventures they have undertaken within the space of less than 1 year. I must say to say I'm impressed, that is an understatement. So my thoughts are, how do we help these women? Because these women and their children, some are widows. And when I look, there's this organization, I was speaking with the CEO and founder, I think it's a 501c3 organization. And the ladies I spoke to, I said, I have to go and make a keynote, I deliver a keynote speech in Maryland. And I will be talking, because I didn't have much information like I have now. So they said, have you written your speech? I said, no one writes a speech when you want to speak to your family. I'm going to speak to my family, so the speech will come, because I know what to say. So I came and said, what is this organization about? And they told me, because I was thinking widows, so she told me her organization's name is Global Fund for Widows. And they actually have what it takes to change the narratives of some of the targeted people, you know, the widows, their families, their children. So I got some thoughts from her organization, and I said, well, I have something to share. So tonight, I'm saying if we have to support these people, we have to assess their needs. What are some of these needs? One, they need economic empowerment. They need resources, they need money to take care of their families. You know, and then I thought of another need. They need the law. What do I mean by they need the law? They need access to justice. particularly those out there in Sierra Leone, because I'm not going to delve into what the organization does. I cannot say it better than the president or the founder. They need a law. Most times when women lose their husbands, they stand the risk of losing their inheritance. That is true. The dynamics are changing because we are now enacting legislations, and the government has taken a lot of initiatives to make sure that the needs are met. Recently, and that brings me to, let me just digress a little bit, that brings me to the humble request. I was paying attention and he said you will crave the indulgence of this government to help. Of course, for most of you out here, it might not create too much impact, but trust me, the government has adopted a lot of measures, and quite recently, a medium-term national development plan was adopted by this government, and they are looking at empowerment of women. There is a whole cluster that is talking about the needs, and in fact, all the clusters, the government made sure they align it to the Sustainable Development Goals. Because now the world is looking at not only development, but development that are sustainable. So the government made sure that the 17 goals that the UN has identified as making the world a better place for all of us, no one is going to be left behind. We need a world where everybody is included in every department of life, from the outer space to the seabed. Any human need must be addressed within that context, and all of them, each cluster is speaking to inclusion. No woman should be left behind. So your needs are always as good as met, because the government is looking at empowering the women, empowering the children. If the disabled persons are also included. So this is a whole package that we make whatever development we achieve in that country is sustainable. It's not only done for our generation, but for generations years on board. So that said, I will go to the third need that I was looking at. Let me check people. I was listing the needs, and of course, social protection. We have to protect these people. They deserve it. And all of that is included in this one big document that the government has made. And trust me, this time around, it is not a document for the shelves or for the archives. We are working assiduously to implement everything that is contained in that document. And that said, I want to assure you also that in my own humble capacity, what we will do, we will advocate, we will connect this organization, this association, to funding groups, organizations that will help you achieve whatever your aims and objectives are for those people out there. Because you have not thought of yourselves only, you have not only thought of your children, you have done this out of the abundance of your heart. And God rewards good work. You are going to be blessed. And for your information, before I forget, I'm also a minister of the gospel. And wherever I go with God. So what you have done is the Lord's doing. And it is marvelous in my eyes, and will return the glory to God. Because the Bible says, God is God. He doesn't share his glory with any man. So I don't want to say everything and leave God out of this. Without him, it would have been practically impossible. Because you yourselves, most of us, we are all struggling. Our country was struggling. Our economy was struggling. So for you to have done this, it is the Lord's doing. And I return the glory to him. So I want to close tonight, because this is not about speeches. People are always scared of diplomats. They love long speeches. But I am here to deliver a keynote speech, so I thought I deserved a little more time. But I'm going to round up. Having identified all those three needs, let us think of innovative ideas. How are we going to help them? How are you going to help yourself translate this into reality? How are you going to work together. So my number one recommendation would be coordination. You have so many chapters within the space of less than 1 year. You have established a chapter here in America, you have in Australia, you have in Germany, you have and even the parents organization is in Freetown. But there has to be effective coordination. You have to link and properly coordinate your activities so that whatever resources you come together to garner for the benefits of those people will reach them. Because you are not putting these resources together for yourselves. God has blessed you. And the Bible says, when you shall be blessed, and you must be a blessing to others. So God has blessed you. You have come to America, some are in Australia. These are developed countries. When you work, you see your money's worth for what you are working for. In Africa, things are extremely difficult. So I believe this was the motivation. So come together, coordinate, make sure you effectively do things together so that whatever you gather will reach the targeted beneficiaries in Freetown. And so I want to end on this note that I started by saying when women come together, they are sure to achieve greater things. And I want you to remain awesome as you've proven to be. You are great and dynamic women. And my prayer tonight, I want to end with a prayer that God, who has begun this great work, will perfect it, because the Bible says He will perfect everything that concerns you. And that is going to happen with our support, whatever information, and then whatever way all of us can do to support you. Let us all come together to help these people. I want to end by making a call to action for this initiative. It is very laudable. Everybody present here tonight, if you don't, you say, I don't have a child, I'm not yet married, you have a brother, you have a sister, you have your nephew or your niece, you have your brother's wife, I'm not yet married. So we have no excuse. This is a call to action. Let us all come, join forces with these people and help them implement this laudable project. I thank you for your attention.
First and foremost, I just want to thank the Almighty God for giving us the opportunity to be here. And before I say anything else, I'd like to give special thanks to our keynote speaker for all the good words, the encouraging words, and for all the vision that you've seen in us. And you are encouraging us to pursue them. I want to say thank you. It is a blessing. And as you said, it is the will of God that motivated our president, our founder, and for you to also have the same vision, it's the work of God. So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to give special thanks to our co-founder, Mrs. Bitukata. As I said yesterday, that God gave you this job to do on the side. If you don't do it, you're going to be responsible. So, whether good or bad, keep on the fight. And to you, Mrs. Falasewa, what can I say? I just want to say thank you so much for all the nags, the negativity, the positivity, all the good stuff. You carry them on you. I say thank you for your patience. And to my VP, I say thank you. You've been a great support to us. And to our, what should I say, my son? It's okay? Yeah. Okay. And to you, my son, and our social secretary. All the hospitalities that you have given us, bravo to you for everything. You opened doors for us. You've been with us yesterday till 2 o'clock in the morning, till 3 in the morning. May God reward you. May God reward you. And so my sisters that flew all the way from Australia and Freetown, Sierra Leone, and to the ones that came from out of state, I say thank you. I want to give special thanks to Mr. Campbell for helping us out. We are speechless. I've heard good things about you. May you continue to open your doors for us, because we'll continue to come. Amen. And to Mr. Kabia. Oh, Kaba? Kaba.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Kaba.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And to all our patrons, chief patrons, all the guests, what should I say? Without you, there won't be any launching today. We just want to say thank you and we appreciate you. And to the one that did all the cooking, thank you. To you, the DJ, we say thank you. The decorator, I say thank you. Who else? Oh, me. I made the fruits table. I thank myself. The video man, I say thank you. But before I leave, let me tell you something. We women are powerful. I want everybody to forget about the empty chairs. We have the cash. We have the cash. We don't want people to come. We need the money. We have the money. They didn't come, but we have money. So we are good. Okay? So it's okay. But we don't care about them. And I want to encourage every woman here that when God created us, God stopped. He didn't do anything again. That means women are powerful. We can lift you, we can put it down. So watch out. Thank you very much.